Today we're in Pleasant Hill. Now you may have heard of this and maybe not, but right here we have all these new construction houses that you can see behind me. They are not even in final stage and they are already selling. So I want you to be aware because some of the houses we're going to look at is going to be in a similar condition. But why you need to be able to take a look at this, because most of the time if you're relocating or if you're a first-time home buyer and you're trying to find the best deal specifically before the year's out, well, you're going to learn how and why you're missing out. So let's go ahead and take a look at what Pleasant Hill and Bryan, Texas have to offer if you pay attention. Let's go. Listen, if you are looking at these homes and you're more on the investor side and you say, Jabari, I'm interested in maybe purchasing this as investment property, maybe for my kids, maybe not this neighborhood, but I know I want to get an investment property. Texas A&M is more of a college town and I want to do the investment side. Make sure you also book a time with us. And guess what? We have a community that is highly focused on just investing. So make sure you join our school. It is down in the description. But all that to say, go ahead and continue to watch the rest of this video. But thank you for taking our time for watching it. All right. Welcome back to my channel, Living and Investing in Bryan-College Station. And if you're new to that channel, make sure you subscribe, like, because we do things, tour homes just like this, so you can get a chance to see what it looks like from start to finish. So whether it's in a living or investing, either way, I want to make sure you get a chance to connect with us and get your questions answered. So today we are in Pleasant Hill, as I told you, and this neighborhood is probably 5 years away from being complete. So there's a lot of opportunity, whether you go in within the next 9 days, even 9 months. Make sure you connect with us, because my job is to educate you and give you the best opportunities if you're relocating, that first-time home buyer, or just want to take advantage of some of the new construction here in the Bryan-College Station area. So behind me, we have the Texas Cali. This is a 1,700 square foot house for 2 home. Now this is going to be the first of 2 homes that we're going to tour in the Pleasant Hill community. And the second one we're going to have, you're going to see, is still in that building phase. One of the things that we found out is that when you are looking in this area, and if you can just walk with me and take a look at our drone shots, you can be able to see real quick, a lot of the houses that we are looking to close and buy in this area, it's hard to get them when they're complete. All right, so not only we'll take a look at this and make sure you get a chance to see all that's available, it's your call. Don't miss out on a good opportunity because you're waiting for everything to be in place. You'd be surprised how many times we were able to share information that has helped people take action sooner. Now, it's fine if you need to get things in line, but certain government shutdowns don't stop us from being able to provide you with opportunity, okay? So let's take a look at this house. This is the Texas Cali. Now, keep in mind, it's not complete, but we will get an idea to see the bedroom, the 4-bedroom, the 2-bath, and get a chance to see the next house. That's going to be a 3-2 house, all right? So let's take a look at Texas Cali, then we'll take a look at our next one, so our Lake Burn, and then we'll go from there. All right, let's go. All right, so right now we're at the entrance. So because we do investing, we built a lot of these houses from the beginning, and you can kind of see the quality underneath these sidings that's still being exposed right now. So eventually this all is going to be covered up with this hardy board that's going to go here. You can see the electric, that's a wire that's being ran through here. So this entry, I love the green fixture. Now when you come in here, you're going to see what it looks like before the sheetrock. But if you've seen most of our houses, you realize one thing is this is going to be our bathroom, and then you're going to have 2 of your bedrooms on this side. So closet spaces. Now this oftentimes, these rooms are good for office space, because if you're looking for a house, and oftentimes when someone's looking for something, they're trying to figure out, well, who would be in this room? Who would be in that room? I always told you guys at the very beginning, you can probably guarantee that these front rooms are going to be your mother-in-law suite. It's going to be your office place. Or because it's a 4-2, maybe you just want to expand the kids. Hey, you go in the front, I'm gonna be back here because I don't want to see you unless you need some or if it's an emergency. So I've heard somebody say that about their kids. All right, so we're gonna go back here into this area. Now, when we walk in, you can kind of see this is kind of that foyer. this will be our garage, and we'll take a look at that here in a second, but this will be your laundry room, and this will be your other third bedroom. So this here has a side window, and this will be our closet space. Now these closets are pretty good, decent size. So coming from this room, and as we go further, this will be just an extra closet that you maybe want to put your clothes in. Now, it's so funny because when you look at this, you're like, Jabari, how am I supposed to visualize this? Well, we'll make sure we throw some pictures so you can see it, but this is gonna be your countertop where your kitchen's gonna be laid out. And then right over here will be where you have your other counter space that goes into your pantry. You'll have your refrigerator that's gonna be right on this side. You can generally tell kind of some of the water where it comes through the filtration system. And then this will be your dining room area. So our dining room area will get a chance to, hey, this is where families and friends can be able to hang out. And then living room, right? That's the most important thing. Now, 1,700 square feet. Here, this living room, you can get a good idea of not only the space that you can have, but think about the memories. Holiday season is upon us, and going into one year to the next, this is a space that you can start creating memory in your own home instead of being able to rent something that's not yours. All right, so let's take a look at inside of here. This will be the main primary bedroom. So the cool thing is what you would do, this would be kind of where you put the bed at. Now I would say queen, king size bed. You can see the plug-ins where you'll put the nightstands in. So you can be able to say, hey, this is my space. Love the ceiling. Now it'll be a little hard to see right now, but you're gonna have your walk-in shower that's gonna be right here. And then you'll have your walk-in closet, and just because electricity haven't been put in yet, it's kind of dark as of right now. Okay, so let's go to this back area. Now, the thing I always tell people is that anytime you're wanting to get a house that is on a corner, I think this is the best feature because you're gonna have more yard space. You're naturally gonna have more yard. So before they even have any, see, this is all the lots that are available. So if you get a chance to kind of see behind me, everything that you see, those little green poles, those are going to be additional houses that's eventually have. So this will have a neighbor in the back, but this yard, because of the side of it, is going to be a little bit extended because it's the corner lot. Corner lots, you're just gonna get more yards than the rest of the neighborhood. So this is one of the houses that you want to take advantage of and still available at the time of this recording, okay? So we take a look at the Texas Cali. Do you like it? You're like, I can't see it. I can see it. This is just what you have to know is when you're looking for something, and the price points, we'll talk more about that towards the end and talk more about some of the other things we said we were going to talk about when it came to D.R. Horton after we tour this next home. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Let's go walk that house, see what you think, and then let's wrap up at the end and talk a little bit more. All right, let's go. Right now we're at 5420 Bear Run here in Pleasant Hill. So this is the second house, and this is a 3-2, right around that 250 to 260 range. So here's what I want you to keep in mind as you compare and realize these different home and different incentives. This is a great time to see it. Do you like this floor plan over the other floor plans? And if you don't know, and you're like, I don't know, I just need to do the best thing that's gonna be me for my family, and I've taken the time to tour all this, make sure you book a time with us, reach out so that I can go ahead and expedite that for you. But if you have time, let's go take a look at it. Okay, so this is gonna be a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. I love the brick entrance as you go in. Now keep in mind, they won't have any lights or electricity inside of here, but they got the floors down. I like this because you're gonna have your full bathroom, and it's like, oh, which room can I go in? And here you get a chance to see the beautiful sunset in Texas, because the heat is the heat in Texas. And when it gets to this part of the day, you're like, feels a little bit better. Sometimes it's even hot when the shade is out. That's a weird thing. You can only be in Texas, I understand that. But this room will be facing the front, and then we'll come straight in here. Now, here's the reality about this is, like I've said before, you have to, based on your family makeup and the layout of what you need for your family, that's gonna tell you how you're gonna use this room. So this is gonna be your closet, but let's go inside of here. Now, this is gonna be your primary bedroom. Now, this is gonna have also your walk-in closet. As you can see, there's no door in there right now. So you'll have a sliding, not a sliding door, you have an open door that probably is gonna open right here. This is gonna be the shower head. La, 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 la. Texas heat cool down, that's real. All right, then you have your walk-in closet over here, and then you have your individual stalls. So it's pretty interesting when you see this before it's finished, and we'll do another video to make sure you see some of the finished products that are here. But this is just, once again, to give you a understanding of, hey, these homes oftentimes that is in the range that you need it to be in this price range, this is sometimes the stage you're going to see it in. And so knowing that we've walked several and hundreds and even probably thousands of these plans to give you an idea, just know that we are fully aware of what you're getting. And the beautiful thing I like about these houses is that it comes with warranty. Warranty that you can't get when you're renting, because guess what? If something was to go out, you have it's 2 years, but you can extend it to 5 if you register correctly. Make sure you book a time with us so I can show you how to do that. And then also the 1 year, which is like a full coverage warranty. Got your pantry, and then right over here is where you're gonna put your refrigerator. Love the white cabinets complementing the tan vinyl plank floor. So let's take a look at the back. They do have the fence up on this one, so you can kind of get an idea what to expect. Cover patio. So you have your hairy friends that want to run around out here. Don't worry, it's going to have grass. I know it's a little muddy right now. You know, I don't want to put you in a sticky situation, but here's the reality is, this is gonna be facing, you know, you have neighbors in the back. And here's the thing, you know, I've seen people say, oh, I want my space. And sometimes when you're relocating, you just need to get to where you need to get to, and realize over time, these areas and these homes are great investment properties. And you may say, I don't wanna have 5, 6 investment properties. Well, here at Legacy Real Estate, one of the things I want you to understand is, real estate is one of the most promising things that you can ever pass down. And whether you're passing it down so somebody can sell it, or you're passing it down for something that, hey, this house can not only build memories, but you can build up equity that over time, if you sell it because you need to relocate, you can take all the money that you will be putting in renting. Think about this. If you're going to rent for $1,200, $1,300, $1,400, $1,500 a month, you can buy a house with that amount. And guess what? Instead of you throwing that $1,300 away every month, you can put that into the house. And by putting this into his house, and say you're only here for 5 years, say you're only here for 4 years, because we have people who come in and out and they're not sure, it's going to be much better when you leave and you say, hey, Jabari, we need to sell. Man, I want to get, you know, the money that I use and use that to help me relocate. And that's much better than having to think about, man, I gotta save this money up as well as I'm paying rent. It's just another way to get your savings where you need it to be, okay? Let's talk a little bit about one of the things that I've realized when it comes to deal hoarding is that when you buy these new construction homes, one thing that I've told everybody is that there's a difference when you buy these homes, because your payments can be 10 times lower, becomes a financing. But guess what? When you buy a house and it is taxed at what's called unimproved taxes, that means your tax rate's gonna be much lower, because it's just the dirt. As you can see behind me, the dirt. That when they build a new home, the taxes come out once a year. What I've always fought for my people is that we need to make sure that you include your improved taxes. Now, Jabari, what's the difference from unimproved taxes and improved taxes? Well, the difference is, if you have your improved taxes, then that's going to be the highest amount of what you're going to pay in tax. So we give you an estimate payment that's correctly. Now, if that went all over here, this is just another reason why I always want you to reach out to me, because we've had these conversations, we've built these relationships, and we've got over the headaches that most people are always concerned about when it comes to new build. And trust me, people are much happier and they are fortunate enough to be able to get a home. So I thank you for watching this video. Now here in Pleasant Hill, this was newer. You got a chance to be able to tour a home. We took a look at the Texas Cali, and this here is our Ashburn. So Texas Cali was a 4-bedroom, 2-bath. This was a 3-2 home. Texas Cali was about 1,700 square feet. This was roughly around 1,300 square feet. So you're looking at roughly around 300,000 for our Texas Cali, bigger home, and this one will be around that 250, 260. Now, depending on the time when you're seeing this video, you may say, Jabari, hey, is something like this available? Chances not on the market. So you can do all the searching on Zillow and Google and Realtor.com. And the reality is a lot of these properties actually are in my text message, because when we make time and when we meet, I say, hey, if you're interested, I have some off-market properties. So I thank you for watching. Thank you for taking out the time for just going from one house to another and just taking out the time and say, all right, I think this is the neighborhood that's for me. Oh, I don't think this is the neighborhood for me. Either way it goes, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like the video. Share this with someone, family member, friend that you know that is moving to the Bryan-College Station area, or know that they want to take advantage of homes in this area. And we'll see you in the next video. And remember, your legacy begins when your excuses end. See you next time.